It's they actually use separate.
Why?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so he's about 10 each for 6 weeks. Anyway, started talking about. No, we have a lot of people done. So. We did. So. We have the new version. Sure. Yeah, no, quick. The chairs.
Okay, that's better. Thank you. Good morning, Bella. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Jasmine.
Good morning.
So you're not people? Oh, yeah, it's somebody.
Morning. Am I supposed to hear anything right now?
We can hear you. I was
Okay.
wishing you good morning. Did you hear me?
Oh yeah. Good morning. I can't
Okay.
hear. I can hear you, but that's it.
Okay, I don't think anybody else has said anything.
Okay. I just hear some talking in the background, maybe.
Right, Parker's just finishing a guest.
Got it. Okay.
That's the background noise for sure.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Start without me. Yeah.
Morning, Sarah.
Morning.
Are you driving or are you at home?
At home, almost going to drive.
Okay.
Just getting ready.
Yeah. Much better.
So Kate won't be needing to join us today because we didn't get any specific input from anybody on alternate medical plans. But what I did check with her about is even if everybody stays on this plan, could we still offer two additional plans? And the answer is yes. So Parker and I are going to look it over and make a decision on adding two additional plans. And people can stay with this one and nobody has to be on the other two plans. But when we hire somebody else, if they decide to go upgrade or downgrade, they can do that. Does that make sense?
Whether the trade-off.
Yeah.
Could you hear me over the blow dryer? Did everybody understand my explanation?
Stage ready.
Rob?
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't
Can you-
answer because doesn't involve me, so I was waiting for everybody else to
Right,
say something.
But just to make sure I made sense, it's early in the morning, so
Can you say that again, Don?
that again, Dawn. Okay, so if everybody chooses, because we haven't gotten any kind of input from anybody on, hey, let's look at this plan, or I'd like this plan versus the one that we're on. So we're gonna move forward with the current plan that we're on with the increase. And then we can still offer the option of two other plans. So we can have a choice from three and people can only change at renewal, which would be the first of the year. So when we make a decision on what the other plans are, if someone says, hey, I think I'd like to change that, we would have to get that information ASAP so that we could process that and get everybody on so that you can get your ID cards. When I was talking with Kate this morning, she was having problems with icy rain, believe it or not. She said the problem that usually comes with, a late decision is delays on ID cards and being able to go to your carrier if you were needing to have a medical visit, et cetera. So So we will in fact have 3 plans, but unless I hear anything from anybody else, we'll still stay on this same plan and reflect the increases in the next 2 paychecks because we withhold a month in advance and January will be when we pay the increase. So does that make sense, everybody?
Scotty?
Bye, Scotty.
Yeah, so I didn't get to see anything until what you printed yesterday, so that's why I haven't seen any options of
At least
any
one other
plans.
occasion, I think it was all put in the back and encourage, even after the last meeting, like, take a look at this stuff. So anyway,
You have time to look at
you
it.
do have time to look at it for sure.
So it's back there, and if you have any questions, let me know. Sarah particularly, because I didn't hear from anybody. I asked a couple of times, but you and I talked, so hopefully what I did is enough of a, help for you to kind of look and see, but if you have any questions, then I can help you with that too.
Okay.
Sounds good. Okay.
Real quick, how much of an increase is it?
14.9% increase,
14.9%.
Right.
Okay.
which is the lower of increases across the board from different carriers. Kate said some of them are upwards of 26% increase. So
Oh,
they have to keep their
Okay.
biggest buildings in the world financed
So
for sure.
frustrating.
It is.
It went down last year though, didn't it? It decreased in 2023 slightly,
Maybe,
or stayed the same.
I think it stayed the same, which was the equivalent of a decrease.
It's very unusual, so, yeah.
The dental is staying the same. They haven't raised our dental rates for years, which is great. So. Anywho, so moving on. Kate wished everybody a Merry Christmas, and we'll be able to reach out if there are questions that happen, between now and the 15th of December. We just need to get stuff rolling so she knows what to do. Anyway, give the best shampoos ever. All the little touches will help pamper our guests during this, and help our retention during this economic crunch time, because it is slight economic crunch time. Sarah and I were talking about that yesterday, and there were posts on Instagram from behind the chair that were asking questions, and they're asking questions of salons and stylists across the country. And all of them were saying, wow, what a different time. They've had more last minute cancellations, more reschedulations, more no-shows, just different stuff like that. So we faced this before back in 2008 in maybe a little bit different way, but as long as we pay attention to what we're doing and go for the little pampering touches that we're so good at, and stay with that. My last client last night, when I was shampooing her hair, she said, "This is my favorite part." And I thought, "You don't like my haircuts?" No, I'm just Aveda products. I've not gotten any super positive other than the smell. So I'm thinking we shouldn't consider Aveda.
Agreed.
Anybody want to input on that on the team?
Agreed.
Agreed. Okay.
It's like leaves like a weird it's like super heavy. I don't like how it performs. I love the smell, but I hate how it performs. It feels like store-bought stuff.
Well, Estee Lauder bought the company from Horst many years ago, and Horst was the one that actually did the snob thing that says, "Oh, you can't carry anything but Aveda," and then they kind of backpedal. But it doesn't look professional. The packaging looks kind of weird. So anyway.
Yeah, it looks like it's from the grocery store.
Yeah, it does. And I don't know if it's in there. I haven't looked through the grocery store aisles to see what's in there, but we're always going to face that no matter what we carry. Somebody's
Well,
going to.
no, it's not in the grocery store. I'm just saying it looks like the
Right.
grocery store. Yeah.
It doesn't mean it won't be, just because like I went shopping with Terry Sakara one time for Red Compurology. We bought it from Target and Fred Meyer, all that they had on the shelf, because she was given a budget to do that. And then the UCP codes, which is it? I'm dyslexic on that. Anyway, they were able to scan it to find out and trace where it came from. And there's a company in New Jersey that is one of the biggest gray marketing companies. I didn't believe that until one day I got a call from somebody who said, if you can get me like 25,000 Redken products, I'll pay you $1 more than what you paid for them. Well, that's $25,000 immediately. But that sucks because that's how, the unscrupulous salon owners and people who can buy stuff like that, that's what taints our ability to keep it exclusive. So it's just
Yeah,
weird.
sadly, it's a lot of salon owners, and stylists that do that.
Schwarzkopf Color, I'm hearing good things from people as they're working with and understanding that it has a more deposit. And it sounds like they would offer us quite a few classes. So that would be exciting. So I think we've got a lot to try. Bella, did you use exclusively Schwarzkopf yesterday on your family?
No, I used milkshake.
But you did use some Schwarzkopf or not?
No, I didn't use any Schwarzkopf. I was just using milkshake last night.
Okay, because I asked, is that Schwarzkopf? And you said yes, and maybe you misunderstood what I asked. Okay.
Yeah, I probably misunderstood you. Sorry.
Okay. And this is something that we want to reinforce because we kind of have gotten a little lax on that. New guests should have a consultation before we ask them to get naked. I mean, to take their clothes off. Because there's a comfort level that they don't have yet with us. They don't know us. And I think for the stylist's sake, I like to know and see how people present themselves in their own clothes. That gives me a little bit of a reading too. So for anybody checking a brand new client in, get the pertinent information, but let's wait until they've had their consultation and let the stylist guide them to the changing room. So
Yeah, so that has been our protocol, but I think with front desk turnover, over the
we didn't
period of 2 or 3 years, it's
we-
one of those things that
yeah.
kind of got dropped.
Right.
Because it's not necessarily an all-day thing.
Or just never was told, yeah.
Right.
Well, what I'm saying is, it's not like brand new clients are coming in all day long where a stylist will be like, oh, hey, we need to make sure, right? So when it happens, it's kind of like, oh, it's just
Right.
overlooked and it's not a big deal. But
Right.
yeah, but that is for that reason,
Yeah, it's
because
good to know.
when they come in, they want to maybe stay in their own clothes and not do that until they've talked to the stylist they're going to be working
Yeah.
with. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then do we need to go back? I feel like we glossed over Schwarzkopf. Did anybody else want to put any input in?
I just
Well,
need to learn about it
there's
and how
nothing
it colors and stuff because I mean, other than Rob's been doing some test strands and it's very obviously pigmented and not translucent.
Yeah, it
And
has
so-
me concerned, but what are you gonna do? We don't have any choice. We just gotta figure
Right.
it out. So
Yeah, so I just need well, I think Josetta set up a class for us
Yes.
to
Yes.
learn and yeah, I just need education on it. Is
He
pretty much
also,
what it comes down.
and I'm hoping Josetta's feeling better, but she also was shown how to blend two colors to make it a little bit more translucent rather than heavy deposit. And so she'll share that, I'm sure.
Jill was showing me the softening thing, if you add the softening to it, it makes it more translucent and it looked really
That's
good.
it. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job.
So
yeah, I
Jenny,
haven't done any samples with that stuff, adding that product to it, which I suspect we're gonna need lots of that.
a lot of the softening product
Yep.
to make it do what Midway was doing for us.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think Josetta even said you can use a Midway developer dilution with that or the equivalent thereof. So again,
Yeah, that's what I've been using on my test samples.
okay, cool. And have they liked it? Have your test samples given you good, like 5-star reviews?
No, not at all.
You're a good communicator. Talk to them. And if you hear them, I'll call 911 for you. So, are you recommending scheduling your guests for 2024?
No, I'm still, I'm still recommending this book for Christmas, which I guess is over now, so.
Right. Well, focus on
much.
that. We can run a report on pre-booking percentages, and we're going to do some January and February, getting your guests scheduled for those 2 months. We'll be awarding some cash prizes.
And I do recommend for everyone, when they come up to the front, to pre-book.
Yeah, I hear that. And
Yeah.
if a stylist had mentioned that, then it's more follow-up.
Yeah.
So
well,
thank you.
You're gonna get like way more
Right.
takers on it if
Yeah.
Right.
they're stylists. And a good point, because it's pretty quick to drop it in their lap when you're talking to them, because you're already talking to them about probably what they're doing for Christmas and stuff. So if you suggest or recommend that they set up their first appointments at least their first appointments of the year, which is typically going to be, at this point, it's going to be mid-January to February, because our pre-book numbers are generally pretty good. You know, we hover between 70 and 80% on average. You know, anything above 80, you're doing pretty good, and that's salon wide. And so our clients already know they like to set up their appointments, but for some reason, psychologically, everybody's fixated on the end of the year, and they don't think about what's happening after that. And so year after year, I've been here 21 years now, there is a slump January and February, and then there's a time where it gets really busy, generally in February, and starts to get hard for clients to get in, because suddenly everybody realized, oh crap, I didn't make my appointment. So they start calling and scheduling, and those fill up really quick. And what it does is just, if we can spread that out, it's much better. Plus you won't have as many holes in your schedule for those first 2 months, and those do tend to be the slower months. So if you remember to do that, it's going to change your life.
Yeah, it'll make a difference for sure.
It's such an easy thing to do.
Right.
And it's going to make everything so much better. Plus it's just going to set, like Don was saying earlier, that, you know, economically we're in a weird place.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just going to help set the tone for the year for your clients. So highly recommend doing that. And yeah, having a cash prize is sweet too. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll do that. But yeah, every client should hear that from you at this point, between now and the end of the year. You know, so I suggest getting your first appointments of the year set up, because we do tend to see fewer people do that, and then suddenly everybody tries to get in, and that can make it really hard. So,
And if you need a reminder note, put it on a Post-it note and put it in your drawer. So when you open your drawer to get a comb, you remember. So it's a busy time. So
it is.
We're extending our retail sale, and it's going to be, we're going to one-up it. So it's 21% from December 1st through the 23rd of December on everything. And then we have and stop me if you have questions. So I just don't want to run through like the rote thing, but we have gift cards for stocking stuffers for sale. They're you've seen the little folded cards, and we can make them out and put the person's name who it's being given to in there, and nice little gift, and it may be given to somebody who's not been in before, which would be kind of cool. So and we have some signs that will be going up that indicate those being available for stocking stuffers. Should we, for the entire month of December, should we not have Black Thursday but ugly Christmas sweaters?
That's a good idea.
And then we'll do
I'm waiting for one of the gals to chime in here.
yeah, right.
All the boys are like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. I'm coming in my mechanic's Christmas shirt.
I'll do it.
You'll
I
know.
don't have one, but it's a good idea.
Trish is on board.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be an ugly Christmas sweater either.
I'm fine with that. I just don't have one, but yes,
We could go to Goodwill, Sarah.
I'll just wear a duck sweatshirt. It's fine.
That is ugly, you're right.
Yeah, that is a duck sweatshirt. Isn't that sacrilege for you?
That's why.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing
Okay,
it.
got it,
'cause it's
okay.
Ugly Christmas.
Ugly.
Like, draw a Santa hat on the duck. There you go. We got it.
Ugly.
Ugly.
Yeah,
duck and
Santa
sweater.
hats are a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have an ugly sweater, wear a Santa hat.
Santa hat.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's a good idea.
Please sign up for the staff dinner. I want to make sure I get John the final count as they prepare. And then if you haven't circled any of the main courses or the desserts or anything like that, no fair putting everything on there. We'll actually be able to order pretty much from anything, but I'd like to give him an idea of what our team's palates are craving. So
Pretty much, I think everyone's getting a steak except for Trisha.
Yeah.
getting a what? A steak?
Yeah, there's a lot of steaks on there.
Okay, good. Well, then the stakes are high is what you're saying. I've got my dad,
Just said it.
loading dad jokes t-shirt on today, so.
Oh, you don't even. Oh.
I mean, I tried chicken, so there's some chicken.
Okay, so anything else anybody has to offer?
Edward Wadsworth rules. Yeah. Right, guys?
Edward Wadsworth rules, as
Yeah.
in like the boss?
Yeah, like
Okay.
we're the boss.
I thought we were supposed to talk about rules. What's that about?
No.
I just had one little thing. I was thinking that when I get a new client, I'd rather them not change. I like to see kind of what their style is, and it makes it more personal for me.
Hey, Jasmine, were you asleep during our discussion on that? Because we just talked about that.
Oh, maybe I was on mute, or I was out of it.
Yeah,
I gotta
anyway,
go. Sorry,
we
bye.
covered that in quite some length. And it was your suggestion, so I really appreciate that. And we're getting back to basics, so thanks.
All right, bye.
Were you were you messing with me? You were messing with me, I know. Excuse me.
She gone.
Okay, she's gone. Okay,
Bye. Bye.
okay.
Is that it?
See you, everybody.
Good,
Be,
okay, see ya.
be careful on the
Thanks.
drive in. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
So funny she did that.